What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today I'm playing an extremely goofy double weather team. This team was created by Shyguy over in the Pokesports Discord. Shout out to you. This team is absolutely unhinged. So we've got Scarf Kyogre here with Origin Pulse, Water Spout, Thunder, and Fire Tera Blast. The Fire Tera Blast can take advantage of Groudon's Sun, which is insane, and just get some surprise KOs with that against grass types who think they can stop you, or maybe like a steel type like Zamazenta. Crazy. This Groudon is a pretty interesting set too. It's Dark Tera with Crunch, so it can take a hit from Shadow Rider and retaliate back really hard. It also has Earthquake, since you have Charizard, Talonflame, and Air Balloon Treads that can take advantage of basically Precipice Blades that doesn't miss, which is pretty cool. This Charizard is also pretty insane. With Solar Power Life Orb Weather Ball, you can take advantage of the Sun having a nuclear power fire move, or you could take advantage of the rain and your Tera to have a really decently powerful Weather Ball. Solar Beam, good coverage when you're in the sun. Hurricane, good coverage when you're in the rain. Really fun. I hope Charizard can pop off and take some KOs. Iron Treads here, good against Miraidon. Cork Drive will boost its speed, making it quite fast. Steel Roller can remove opposing terrains. Bulldoze can get some speed control. This Groudon is actually faster than Shadow Rider if you get the speed control from Bulldoze, which is nice. But the main speed control here is Talonflame. Talonflame with Tailwind, Upper Hand to stop fake outs, and other priority moves that might be going at Kyogre like Thunderclap or Grassy Glide. Hurricane, which takes advantage of the rain, and you can spam with priority, with stab, with Tera type boosting, and Sharp Beak boosting for priority moves that don't damage you, so you can keep that Gale Wings up. Pretty cool strat. And finally, Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt's just Raging Bolt. It's pretty good, but it has Thunder and Weather Ball to take advantage of these weathers as well. This team is unhinged. I can't say if it's good yet, but it's unhinged and super fun, and I want to play it. Let's go. Alright, we're up against CSR Zama. They've got Whimsicott, Rillaboom, their own Raging Bolt, and an Urshifu. Water Shifu is pretty rough. We have Talonflame, which is cool. For Tailwind. Tera Dart Groudon is interesting against Shadow Rider. I don't know if Treads is going to be that useful. And our own Raging Bolt seems pretty good. So, I think I want speed control here. I'm going to bring Talonflame. Maybe with Kyogre? That way I can at least throw Hurricanes. Grassy Glides could be an issue. Bring Groudon as well. Could even Fire Tera Blast or Rillaboom and bring in Groudon, that'd be funny. Is it Charizard? I don't hate Charizard. I don't hate Raging Bolt either. I'm gonna go Raging Bolt. We have Weather Ball, which we can take advantage of in both weathers. It can just take a hit from Shadow Rider better. Yeah, I think that's the way. So our Kyogre is gonna get pressured a lot from their Rillaboom and their Raging Bolt. But I wonder if I can just get something off really fast. Cool trainer card. And it's Zamazenta Raging Bolt. Okay. Could be worse. And they've got Booster Energy Raging Bolt. Okay. Cool. Let's swap in Groudon hard. Tera Fire, Tera Blast, the Zamazenta. Because I think that's the funniest thing we could do. Maybe they'll go for Wide Guard expecting a spread move. Maybe they will. They might Thunderclap us, which could do some damage, but we're tearing defensively around that as well. A Tera from their end is kind of rough. Is it Zama? Yeah. Ah. Dang. Alright, I tried to do the funny thing. It didn't work out. Alright, we can come back and thunder you later. Body press hurts. But Groudon is immune to Thunderbolt. Perfect. Earthquake bring in Talonflame? That doesn't seem bad. Then we can try to get our Tailwind up unless they Thunderbolt that slot. They know we're Scarf. They might just double Groudon. Protecting Bolt is fine. You're not going to take a KO here, and I'm going to be able to get my Tailwind up. Yeah, that's not much. Cool. I wonder if they're going to wide guard with Zama. I wonder if that means I should Earthquake Feint to get through the wide guard. I think that's a decent play. I'm going to go for it. Yes! Okay. Some of these tricks are going to work. Alright, how much does this do to the Bolt? Good damage. I guess I could have gone for Precipice Blades there. Alright, let's send in our own Raging Bolt. Scare that Zamazenta a little bit. Because they could swap or use Wide Guard to get around Precipice Blades and Thunderclap, but with locking them out of clicking Body Press and then just crunching Raging Bolt, I think should be enough from here. So I don't have to worry about the Wide Guard. Maybe I should have clicked Precipice Blades last turn. I didn't want to risk missing, but seeing that Bolt would have maybe gone down to that. Ooh, they let me Thunderclap. Nice. Very nice. And please take out the Bolt. Yes! Alright. Cool, cool, cool. We don't have our Tailwind, but we have Scarf Kyogre in the back. They have Whimsicott, so they could put up their own Tailwind anyway, and I'm guessing Shadow Rider? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna click Crunch at the Calyrex. And then probably also Draco Meteor. That seems like the right play. Fake Tears will not affect Groudon because of our Clear Amulet. Probably should have done that at Raging Bolt. Groudon might be in range anyway. Yeah, Groudon was in range. You get your special attack boost, but you get hit by a Draco Meteor. Hopefully that puts it in Thunderclap range. Ooh, a crit. Okay. Yeah, I assumed they were Sash there. So I can Thunderclap to lock down the Shadow Rider. And Origin Pulse is probably my best bet. It'll do some decent damage to Whimsicott. if they try to use a status move on Shadow Rider, it'll hit them too. So they just protect. And they fake Tears. Okay. Trying to get me into Moonblast range. Alright, we connect on the Whimsicott. We do almost half. Cool. We're not going to be KO'd by Moonblast here. So I'm happy to just Origin Pulse. And still Thunderclap Calyrex. Kyogre should be faster, but if they Tailwind, I want to be able to hit them with the Thunderclap. The best bet would be to go for a double protect and Moonblast into Raging Bolt. Hope that KOs. Alright, they just attack. They're gone. Beautiful. Goodbye, Callie. And we hit the single target Origin Pulse this time, which is enough for the Whimsicott. Let's go! Oh yeah. This team actually works, huh? If we had gotten that turn 1 Fire Tera Blast, that would have been sweet. I expected them to wide guard, not to Tera, but good game. Alright, we've got Miraidon, Terapagos. They also have Talonflame! Let's go! Let's go! We are not max speed, so they could have a faster Talonflame. Charizard... They also have Grimmsnarl, Farigiraf, and Urshifu. Those aren't as interesting. Farigiraf is interesting. Raging Bolt's Thunderclap becomes less effective. Our Raging Bolt also doesn't have Snarl, so it's not as effective against their double special attackers. Kyogre, Talonflame seems fun. Tread seems pretty good against their Miraidon, which would be the scariest thing for those to see. So maybe it's Talon, Kyogre, Groudon, Treads. I definitely do think we need our own Talonflame. They seem to be a fast-paced team. I don't know if they'll lead Miraidon, though. I'm going to put Treads in the back. I don't know if Miraidon's coming out first. But the fact that they want to Terapagos... Boo, no trainer card. Means that Miraidon is going to be even more vulnerable to our double ground types. It's going to be harder for them to justify terastallizing that. Grimmsnarl Pagos. I am a little bit worried that this Grim has, like, Fake Out. Could try to upper hand to cover for that. But I could also Feint Water Spout into Terapagos, break the shell, throw a Water Spout. I think they're leaning more into screens than gimmicks here, so I'm happy to Feint Water Spout and risk the Fake Out. Because if I upper hand Water Spout, they did Fake Out, dang. Okay. Alright, we break the shell, get to see what their item is. Maybe they're just going to Meteor Beam my Talonflame here. Just Starstorm, okay. Are they Specs? That hurt. They're not leftovers. Probably Thunderwave into Kyogre now. I'll go Hurricane there. And I'll try to throw an Origin Pulse. They could Thunderwave. And my Hurricane's probably going to miss because they're taking away the rain. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing they're Specs then. Would they be faster than Scarf Kyogre when it's paralyzed? Probably. But not definitely. But probably. Here's our priority Hurricane, which connects. Thank you. Confusion? Nah. Ooh, they let us Origin Pulse. No Thunderwave. Oh, they knew we would just miss both anyway, so they didn't need to worry about it. Sounds like foul play Grimmsnarl then. Which... Whoa, that one-shot Talonflame? That's Specs. Yeah. Wow. Really? Figured with foul play it would be enough, but just on its own? That's crazy. Groudon isn't bad to have here. Don't know if we're actually going to be faster than that right now. But they can't Thunder Wave or Scary Face Groudon. Can't risk Earthquake because they could be faster than Groudon and break Treads' balloon. So it's got to be Precipice Blades. And then I think my best bet is to Iron Head, hope for a flinch on Pagos, maybe? Fake Tears is going to get blocked by the Clear Amulet, that's fine. Hopefully we either get the flinch or move first. Alright, we're faster, that's great. Which one is that? We hit the correct target, but it's not enough. And we get the flinch, though! The flinch! Let's go. Alright, how about a Crunch there? And Iron Head Grim. Because we are, in fact, faster. Beautiful. Oh. Okay, that flinch put us back in this game. We're still behind. But if they have Miraidon left, that's pretty good. Really matters what their fourth Mon is, though. It could be pretty bad. Here, have this Iron Head. Not quite enough to KO Grim. I'm gonna Crunch here. Misplay. That should have been Earthquake. I forgot I still had my Air Balloon. Earthquake would have been enough to finish off the Grim, but it might be better to leave Grim on the field, honestly. Their Talonflame is their last. Don't love that. Especially if it has a fire move for our Treads, who cannot protect itself. Go Crunch Talon. Iron Head Grim. They just click Flare Blitz. Okay, they Tailwind. That actually makes Grim faster than Treads. That's a surprise to me. Now, I'm hoping they only have flying moves and not a fire move. Like, ours doesn't have a fire move. A fire move is not super rare, but not the most common. And I don't think getting Stab on this would have changed it, no. Could for the next one. Here's Miraidon. I think we're weakened enough that we lose this one, but after that start... Yeah, and this speed boost on Treads is not going to get us faster than either of those. Oh, and they have Electric Seed too, so I was thinking Tera Crunch could be enough to finish it from there, but it definitely won't be now. So what's my best bet? If they have Flare Blitz, they click Flare Blitz and Draco Groudon, so we have to dodge Dracos for the win con. If they don't have Flare Blitz, we can just double into Miraidon. So we got a double Miraidon. Either way, we may have to dodge Dracos and hope they don't have a fire move. Gleam isn't going to KO anybody, but it might put us in range for a flying type move. Yeah, Acrobatics. Okay. So I don't think we win now. I think Acrobatics beats us before we can beat Talonflame, even if we get this KO, which we do. Nice job, Treads. So if I had... Oh, Dazzling Gleam was a weird call there. It worked because we didn't protect Groudon. If we had Protect... we could have a shot, but we don't. We have to crit Steel Roller. Yeah, because that's going to be a 2-shot. This has to go through the defense boost. Yeah, it's not enough. Okay, good game. Because we would have become faster than Talonflame if we had left the terrain up. And if we had Protect, we could have gotten out of the Tailwind. But we cannot. Good game. Very close. Much closer than I thought it'd be after that first couple turns, but please get a trainer card. Alright, we're fighting... Ooh, they got Sun. Well, we got 2 weathers. 2 weathers is better than 1, am I right? They also have Shadow Rider, Indeedee, Chi-Yu, Whimsicott, and Brute Bonnet. Alright, thing I'm scared most of is the Shadow Rider. Honestly, Groudon in Rain seems pretty nice. We could Tera Dark. Rain can weaken their Koraidon and Chi-Yu. Can't do much to the Brute Bonnet, so we'll have to go maybe Groudon plus something offensive like Charizard. Talonflame I don't love here, because Priority Hurricanes are going to get blocked by Indeedee. Feint isn't that useful. Upper Hand is not useful at all. I'm kind of leaning Groudon Charizard. Just try to do some offense. Or at least bait them into thinking I'm doing offense. Have Kyogre Raging Bolt, probably. Treads could break their terrain, but doesn't help that much. Raging Bolt's just a good mon in general. And with Weather Ball can play some games. Could be Talonflame last. Could maybe be Talonflame over Charizard, but I don't know. Talonflame seems a little weak here. The one thing it would be good for is Tailwinded Kyogre with Scarf being faster than their whole team. But it's going to be hard to get into that position. Ooh, cool trainer card. And even if I did get into that position, Kyogre's not doing too much damage to their team. Koraidon Whimsicott lead. Interesting. Honestly, Charizard's not that threatened. I could probably go into Kyogre and just start spamming Hurricane. That's my plan. Because Koraidon typically has fighting and fire moves, which won't do very much to Charizard when the sun's gone. Whimsicott typically only has a fairy move, which doesn't do much to Charizard, period. I guess... I've accepted that Kyogre offensively isn't that great into their team, so I'm okay with taking damage. Like, my Water Spouts aren't the plan. Kyogre's here for the weather control. Whimsicott swap, I don't mind that. Into Indeedee. I'm not sure I fully understand. Maybe they're worried about Charizard Heat Wave spam. And they just didn't want to lose Whimsicott right away. Alright, Collision Course. You're weakened because the sun's not out anymore. Kyogre can eat that. Yep, not so bad. And have a Hurricane! Life Orb Hurricane. Goodbye, Koraidon. Get up out of here. Oh, beautiful. Who needs solar power? Yeah, Calyrex, cool. I'm faster with Kyogre. And if I save Tera, I can use Tera Dark, Groudon later. I think I do just throw Origin Pulse here. I protect? It's Origin Pulse and Weather Ball and Hurricane are roughly the same power. Hurricane has a better effect. Yeah. Okay, we're gone. Bye! Bye, Zard! Hopefully this Origin Pulse does some stuff first. Double Connect, thank you. Expanding Force, yeah, Charizard's not eating that. Whoop. Whoopsie. What were my options there, though? Charizard Protect, I guess. +2 Calyrex is terrifying. I have to hit a Precipice Blades. No choice. Because they're definitely going to use Follow Me here. And then their last mon being Whimsicott should be manageable. We're going to both be weak to it, actually. They could win this with Whimsicott if they don't get the KOs they need. Hopefully they go for Expanding Force. Terra Dark, Precipice Blades has to hit the Calyrex. If it misses Calyrex and KOs Indeedee somehow, guess I throw Weather Ball at Calyrex? Weather Ball just to cover for maybe Whimsicott comes in. That would be weird, though. But, I mean, Thunderclap gets blocked right now. Draco Meteor can miss. So Weather Ball's actually the best move anyway. Thunder would miss. Helping Hand. Show me Expanding Force. Yes, okay. Raging Bolt doesn't live that. Just gonna put that out there. But Groudon does. And as long as we connect these blades, or maybe we don't connect them, but your specs would be fine. Alright, we connect. Unfortunately, I think we lose. Because we don't have a Dark Fire move. So we brought it this close. But I don't think we have the power to get through Whimsicott. I'm clicking Earthquake here because I want to take out Indeedee and also guarantee we hit Whimsicott. But I think if 2 Moonblasts can do it, we have no shot. Tera. That might help. That helps a lot. Oh, they're worried about Heat Crash. If we can take 2 Moonblasts, we win. Come on, Groudon. Less than half. Why are we faster than Whimsicott? Wait, we're faster than Whimsicott? We can't take 2, but we're faster. We have Crunch. Wait, is it a speed tie? No! It's not a speed tie! Let's go! Let's go! But you weren't expecting that. They were slower. Wow. I'll take it. I will take that. Good game to my opponent. That was a fun one. You got a good trainer card. GG. Alright, we've got Ice Rider Miraidon here with Grimmsnarl for Rigorath, Volcarona, Iron Hands. That seems pretty familiar. Is that the Volcarona team I played recently? Maybe it is. Do. No, I played a different Volcarona team. Okay. Most of the mons are the same. Don't hate Kyogre, but I think I need Treads to help with Miraidon. I think I might just lead Treads right off the bat. With Kyogre? Seems a little iffy if they do a fake out lead, but otherwise it's fine. I can have Groudon just swap into Electro Drifts, have 2 ground types on the field would be nice. And then finally, Charizard ain't bad. Raging Bolt okay, Talonflame for speed control, I don't know if I want. I think I'm gonna go Charizard? Or do I want another thing that can... I think I do want Charizard. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Charizard here. Powerful Fire Weather Ball as an option could be really nice. It'll be hard to position though. Ooh, Thorns. Shiny Thorns. I wish Iron Thorns was better. Cool looking. Alright. They going fake out Trick Room strats, huh? Cool with me. Perhaps I just double the Calyrex, right? Try to get an Iron Head into it. Also try to Water Spout. You can only fake out one thing, and sure, you can also defensively Tera. You do defensively Tera. Water? Okay, they have Water Tera. So presumably they'll fake out Treads then? And let me Water Spout? No. They don't want me to Water Spout anyway. Okay. Let's flinch them with Iron Head. I think that'd be funny. Nah, they get tricked. Okay. Glacial Lance plus Wild Charge Kyogre makes some sense. We could Tera Kyogre to try to live that and Thunder. Also throwing high horsepower at hands if they can't knock us out there. Seems like my best bet. I don't expect Wild Charge Glacial Lance to be enough into Kyogre with Fire Tera. I could be wrong. But if they click the moves I think they're clicking, I think we survive both. Low kick is a lot harder. Yeah, that's not going to be good. Glacial Lance hurts a lot. And they get an attack boost, and we lose this game. Okay, that was a nice quick one. Guess I didn't play that one right. And we miss high horsepower! Insult to injury, right? As long as they keep spamming Glacial Lance, it would take so many Protects to get out of Trick Room. And I would have to hit Calyrex with Charizard. Best bet is for them to throw and let me Solar Beam right here. But they've got it locked down. Glacial Lance and an electric move if you have one should be enough for Charizard. Plus one Glacial Lance alone might be enough. Yeah, they do have Wild Card. Okay, good game. That was nice and quick. Maybe not great for the home team, but quick game. Alright, how could I have played this better? Fake out lead is rough. Don't have any flinch immunities. If I had Raging Bolt, I could use that to Thunderclap since they went Water Tera. I didn't know they would be Water Tera, but I could have covered for Water Tera had Raging Bolt. I would have had to do more damage to the Calyrex. Yeah, it's a hard one. GG. And we are back. This team was so much fun. Even losing with this team is so much fun. Thank you again, Shyguy, for making it. It was a blast. And thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm Jordy. And, alright. Peace.